Hey there guys, it's Charjr Ryuki. Just thought I would have a little chat. It's quite funny to me. A couple of years ago, I made a short little video called The Blue Exorcist Sword versus a Snake. In the description, the sword won. Now, for those who don't know, I'm 28 years old. I'm 28, not 45. I'll take that as a compliment. Believe me, without the beard, I wouldn't even look 28. It's funny because before I even grew this all out, as wild as untamed as it is, um, people would. I think I brought this up before that me and my dad would play a game with people to try and get them to guess my actual age because of the fact that I am short, and I guess it gave them the opinion that I was a lot younger than what I was. But apparently, because of the beard, um, it makes me look, what, 20 years older? Is it just because of this? The bags under my eyes, the lack of sleep? It might not show, but I've got gray hair all the way up in spots like right here on my head. In my hair, I got gray hair strands I can see here. I've got gray strands showing up in my beard. Eventually I'll have gray patches show up in my beard. Basically, this is a video about me. And that's what the title is going to be called. And like I said, things are going to be a little bit different. So if I was to end the video right here, I would probably put something in between here so that way you wouldn't have to listen to me go blah 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 for a long period of time. But for those who don't know who I am, my name is Brett. I go by Charjr Ryuki here on YouTube, and on Twitch, and on Mixer. You can follow me on Twitter, on Twitch, Mixer, whatever you're on. For those who really don't know and don't understand, I've been through a lot. And I'm only 28, but I've been through a lot. And it's one of the reasons why I despise this town. It's one of the million reasons why I actually do hate this town, and I hate the people who live here. I know I have family that live here, but the thing is, they don't understand the camera. They don't understand why I'm doing this. What's the real reason why? They don't understand or like the reason why I practice martial arts. Because they believe you have to go to a school to learn, to know how to do it. No, you actually don't have to go, because not everyone can afford or have the time to go. If you could pick up a book of like an instruction manual of any type of martial art, like karate or anything else that you want to take part in, that you want to practice, there's plenty out there. There's DVDs that are instructional DVDs that teach you Tai Chi, Qigong, all these. There's Taibo. I mean, Taibo is practically karate in a workout exercise form. Not every technique is shown there, but the basics are. You can learn the basics. And that's how I started. I learned the basics. And then eventually I came up with my own style, my own way. And I kept growing upon that. Still not as good as I am without weapons. I'm still practicing with weapons. I can tell you, I mean, if you haven't seen my videos, I might seem to be okay at like an average level, but that's about it. I need a lot more practice. If you guys were to meet me in person, you would see the thousands of scars that cover my body. You can tell just based on my actions, and I've been through a lot, that I'm not the most sociable person in the world. And there's people out there who think they're big shots, the very kind of people who caused the shutting down of my third channel, which some of you might know because some of you asked for that channel, was the martial arts channel. The martial arts training, self-taught martial arts training channel. That channel got shut down because of these people. And these people still watch because they still make fun of me because they think I'm insane, that I am not mentally sound. And because of that, they make fun of me. I've played the bully before. I've already brought that up several times. I've played the bully before. It does not, it might make you feel like you're empowered, that you got power over somebody else, but it truly doesn't make you who you are. It just makes you feel a lot worse. I'm a victim of bullying. The thing is, I'm also numb to it. I'm numb to pretty much everything. I don't feel anything. I took a drill bit to the thumb, straight through the nail. I didn't flinch, I didn't curse, I didn't do anything. All I did was look at it. Just another scar. Didn't utter a word. Some might think, oh, maybe you are crazy because you're numb, you don't feel anything. Well, probably like what I've brought up before, the reason why I say that I am numb is because of the stuff that I've been through. And I know the lighting's bad, because the lighting in my house is bad. But if I was to film outside, then just like if I was to practice and work out outside, I would have a cop car, most likely right there, outside my house because of it. Because that's how this town is. And because of how the wrong crowd, the very people who caused me to shut down my third channel, which they should know, if they haven't figured it out, that I am not very happy with them. And they know who they are. That's part of the 3 years of work that I put into. Yeah, this basically a hobby, but you go through a lot to, because I used to make between 80 and 100 videos within a week. Literally, I would be recording as 1 or 2 videos during the week because I couldn't record for long periods of time. But then it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I would, especially Friday and Saturday, from the time I got up to the time I went to bed was like 3 in the morning. I was recording videos. Yeah, it was just with a video camera that recorded for 20 minutes, and then later on it would get loose focus, and eventually that camera that I had for the 2.5 years eventually just died on me. I have a lot more than that now, but what you guys don't understand is, if you're gonna, you don't know what happens to that person who you treat like crap. If you're treating someone like crap, you're bullying them, you're belittling them because of their looks, their appearance, or because they're smaller than you, or they're overweight, or they're skinny, whether, let's say, they have big breasts or small breasts, or anything of this matter, or anything of the factors, because they got glasses, or long or short hair, or whatever else, or because of their interests. You have no right, so why do it? It's just, this is me being real with you guys. This isn't me just trying to come with one topic to talk about. This is literally me being real with you guys, whether anyone watches this or not. Because I went through 4 hours on Twitch earlier today, streaming for 4 hours. And no one showed up. Just like hardly anyone watches these videos. Very rarely do I even get a video that gets 5 views. I only have one video for this year that has over 200 views. And in all actuality, it should already have over 200 views. But I've brought this up before. Just like with the whole subscribers thing. If I subscribe to a channel, I subscribe to a channel. YouTube says, no, you didn't subscribe to that channel. I'm unsubscribing you from that channel. No, sorry. I subscribe to that channel because I like the content. That's why. You have no right to unsubscribe me from that content. They're trying to keep me away from it. To shut me out of it. Or to have people unsubscribe from my channel. What I'm saying is that whether it's based off the algorithm or whatever, sometimes I would see that YouTube would even take a video, especially mine, and I could watch someone else's, and that's pretty much seen because people take screenshots of it. Okay, this thing's got over it's got over 1,400 likes, but yet it's only got 1 view. There's something wrong there. You know what I mean? It's frustrating, and it's also stupid. And there's also so many different things that is just plain dumb. Okay, if you have these rules with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, and it takes months, weeks to months after they reached this monetization to get monetization, and yet it takes months. And then it takes months, even more, longer than that. It's like, I've had, with the subscribers that I have, as of right now, I've had a lot more than that. I've had more than that. And how do I know this? Is because when I went to, last year, when I went to Minnesota, to Ballard Resort, I had 264, 65 subscribers by Wednesday, which would be the second day of that week, or second day of fishing of that week. And as I came back, YouTube decided add apocalypse, and then that really hurt my channel, just like it hurt every other small channel. To bigger YouTubers, small channels are 1,000 subscribers. That's it. To bigger channels, 1,000 subscribers, that's a small channel. To I wouldn't really say that's small. I would say that's a decent size, a decent subscriber, channel. I mean, without subscribers, it's pretty decent. But I wouldn't say that that's a small, like big YouTubers would say so. And because of that, of what happened to my third channel, has in fact put me in a bit of a funk of, should I stop making videos and just stream, or should I just quit all of this altogether, and all of this money, these cameras, my new setup that I have in the corner there, with, for editing, and just for editing and uploading alone. And yeah, it's just all of that time, all of that effort, all this thing of trying something, trying to make something a little different from the normal stuff that I have, to try and make something out of it. Some people start YouTube channels because it's like the only thing they have, or it's something they have an interest in, something they want to try, or mainly it's because they're depressed. I admit that when I started this, I have been dealing, I guess, in some sort of way with the stuff that I've been dealing with for so long, that maybe I was in a bit of a depressed state, because still, to this day, no one really listens to me. They think they need to force me to live a life that they control, and to force me to live in places that I don't want to live. I don't want to be controlled. I want to live the life that I want to live. It's my choice. If I screw up, it's my fault. With getting on YouTube, making YouTube videos, streaming, this has actually helped social interaction with people. That's one of the things that they don't understand. It helps. Even if you're just talking to a camera, you're still interacting with people online, on the internet, hoping that someone who understands what you've went through would say, hey, I got you, I understand, because I've been through the same thing, or almost the exactly same thing. Even though I was bullied back then, and I still go through that crap every single day at work, at my full-time job that I get up at 3 in the morning to go to every day, I still go through that crap. I still have to deal with someone who's always stabbing me in the back at a blink of an eye. It's just, you guys just don't understand. The people, I'm talking to the people who screwed everything up, basically. You guys don't understand martial arts. You don't understand that you don't have to go to a school to learn. You could teach yourself. And in a way, talking to a camera, who in turn would be in interaction with the people online. It's true that there's going to be hardly anyone who will understand this, who might think I'm just a rambling guy who looks like he's 45 years old. Guys, I'm 28. I have a long way to go before I even reach that. And I'll most likely still be single by that time. Because no one wants a guy like me. And you know what? Despite the pain that I would feel from that, or should feel from that, I don't feel anything. And even despite that, I've been told that I have a big heart. Even though I say that I'm numb. Even though I don't show any real emotion, doesn't mean that I care. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be there for that person, for that friend, for that member of the family, if they need it. I'm always going to be around. In any shape or form, I'm always going to be around. I'm going to quote a line from a song called Hurt from Johnny Cash, who was also like the theme song to Logan. I'm just going to quote it. I'm going to quote this part. That's it. You are someone else, but I am still right here. And the thing is, I have a dog that's sitting outside, probably snoozing. She's also helped me out with some of that. I wouldn't be even trusting even my neighbors to watch her if it wasn't for her. I don't trust women anymore. I don't trust people at all. And I don't take any crap from anybody. Doesn't matter who they are. Because I'm not someone you really want to mess with. I'm really not. I'm not afraid to speak my mind. And I'm not afraid to walk down that path. Trust me. I've got the scars to prove it. It takes a lot for anyone to sit here or stand here in front of the camera and just talk. That's hard to do. You can look back in my very first videos. I was nervous. I was shaking the camera. I was shaking. And even when it comes to this also, it's like writing a book. I'm writing a book. A book that I've been writing since 2010. And I'm still not done with it. It's just like my dog. It's practically a baby. I'm taking so much interest into it. I'm taking so much care into it that I want to try and piece every single line that I could come up with or take from a movie or anything, any idea, or bouncing off of certain people. Someone claimed last year that how I'm writing it and how I explained it says that I shouldn't write it that way, that I should redo 5, 6, 7 years of work. I should redo it and start from the scratch. I'm like, why? Everything's piecing together. And when I'm editing it, everything that isn't in my handwriting that I am typing on the computer, changing things, re-adding things, or adding new things, changing how this is going, or how this is set up, change the narration, change this, use different words to make things work. It's the same as editing, it's the same as making videos. Despite what anyone believes, I am not stupid. I'm not stupid don't think that I am. I might say that I'm stupid when it comes to video games because, hey, gonna be downplaying video games anyway because you're just still gonna get making more mistakes in a video game than you are in anything else. Besides maybe life. But life is as you make of it. If you want to live your life as a bully, as a complete D-bag, then go right ahead. But leave me out of it. If you want to attack other people's channel because you don't like what they say, grow the hell up. Because no one cares. That's kind of how it is. I mean, I don't post anything off of Facebook anymore because now I'm getting hate off because I'm posting stuff on Facebook. Especially my personal Facebook page. So, I don't post anything on Facebook anymore. At all. And I know I posted this stream once on my Charjr Ryuki YouTube Facebook deal, but still, that's probably the only actual time I will post anything on it. And I know this video might be long, but this is me being real. See, I've talked about quite a bit, but scars, bullying, being a victim of bullying, has, let's go a little bit darker, has suicide come across my mind? Yep, I even made an attempt to do that. Okay, we're gonna cut that short. Do I like my job? Yes and no. That's you know, I was a C-section baby. I was pretty much died, or you know, normal birth. Anyone would know that if things go wrong during a normal birth, your only chance is C-section. Basically, me and my two other siblings, younger siblings, are all C-section babies, and me and my mom, basically, if it went the normal way, we both probably would have died that night that I was born. But about that night that I was born, it's funny because I used to have a dream about this, but yet everything seems so real about it, and no one's gonna believe this. But I had a dream of looking, like for a moment I was looking up. Everything was blurry. I was looking up, and then I would find myself at the foot of a bed, surrounded by people. Still, things were a little bit blurry. It was really bright, and I could see someone on the bed, but not clearly. Next thing I know, I'm being risen above the bed, and I'm looking down at the bed as I'm moving up. I blink, I open my eyes, everything that I'm looking down at looks a lot smaller, to the point where I can no longer see it anymore. And here I'm looking at clouds, and everything is like a flash of light. And then at some moment, I was standing in what looked like a room, or what might have been a room, complete in white, and there was someone standing there in a robe with hair to his shoulders, and all I could hear it was, as he turned to me, he goes, "It's not your time yet." And then next thing I know, I'm waking up years later in my bed. Like everything just, time passed by. It just seemed like that every time I had that dream back then, when I was a kid, time would just flash by. Like everything that happened from the time I went to bed, had a dream, wake up, it's like everything just went by. Do I believe in the supernatural? Yeah, bet I do. I also bear scars from that. Um, that story I told, that little horror story I told on this channel, go look that up on my channel, a little horror story. That is true. The problem is now I can show you where it happened, but they updated the building. They added new tint to it. It's not like a peach skin kind of color like it was back then when I was still going to school. The dent is no longer there, and the trees that were there are no longer there. So I can't really come up with that evidence video to prove that. But yes, every single thing that I said in that video, like any video that I have had done on this channel, is legit. It is true. I have not lied to you guys at all in the past 3 years. And I ain't saying my life is worse than anyone else's. I know damn well that it isn't true. I know people who have had lives that are so much harder than mine. I am so numb. And yet it took a friend of mine who is blind, who lost his sight due to 6 surgeries, trying to fix the one eye he could see out of, ended up going wrong, to tell me that I'm numb. I already knew it, but yet it's like I had to hear it from someone else to prove that. I've said this before, you could come at me with every insult in the book. Every made up insult you can come up with. It's not going to affect me. It's not going to bother me. I'll sit there and laugh. Just like I laughed at this person who was calling me an old man last night on that video I mentioned at the start of this one. The blue exorcist sword versus the snake, which happens to be the only video on my channel that has 1,000 views, that has 1K views. The only video, which is staggering to me. No, I don't make the greatest content. I do my darndest to make as good as content as I can. But yet, here I am, also being real with my viewers or anyone new. I'd rather be real than fake. I'd rather speak the truth than lie. I'd rather be who I am than someone else, or someone who expects me to be. You know what? I'd rather be me. I'd rather live the life that I want to live. If I want to make videos, whether it be gaming or IRL like this video here, even though it's quite long, woo, then that's fine. What I do is no one else's business. So the people who caused the third channel to end, who's going to watch this video, probably all the way through, mind your own business. Because you don't understand what it takes to put yourself online, to do this. You don't understand at all. You don't understand martial arts. You obviously don't understand me. And you don't care. And that's fine. I don't care about you either. I don't care about what you have to say. Because like a bully, when you crack down on a bully, they don't always have proof. They just make up reasons. Just to start crap. Just to cause a problem. For their entertainment. It's pretty sad if you ask me. It's pretty sad indeed. Because if you have to put yourself into a position to purposely hurt someone, whether mentally or physically, just for your own entertainment, or to ruin something that they're started, ruin their career for your own entertainment, for your own gain, that's pretty sad. That's pretty pathetic. Grow the hell up. Or grow a pair, pick up a camera, and film. Put yourself in their shoes before you open your mouth. I brought this up like I'm not dating anymore. I'm not wasting my time with it. I'm focusing on what I want to do. I'm focusing on my goals. I'm focusing on making sure Kira has a place that she can run, that she could have fun and not worry about getting attacked by another dog because that dog is aggressive and the people who own it don't want to take care of it, who don't want to take responsibility. Bullying isn't right. Harassing people isn't right. No matter who you are or what you are, you have no business doing that. Grow up. And suicide, don't. I'm obviously going to forget, and I'm like I said, I'm going to be real here. I'm obviously going to forget that to put this in the description, that the hotline. There's always going to be someone who cares, who will want to help you and talk to you. But the thing is, they can't help you if you don't say something. If something's going on, you should know who you can talk to. Find someone. There's always going to be someone who will always reach out their hand and say, hey, I'm holding my hand out for you. Take it and I'll help you. I'll be there for you. Because I want to help you. Suicide's not the right thing to do. It's really not. When it comes to my videos, things are going to be different. If you watch my reviews, especially my later ones, because it's called Charjr Ryuki's Reviews on Fire. That's the new title, which also brings a new intro and outro, which is something that I'm still figuring out, which you will see if you go watch that. Here, I'll still make gaming videos. I'll still do videos like this, where I'm real with you guys. Even though some people would try and cut this down to like 10 minutes, I don't feel like I'm even going to bother to do that, because I want to be real with you guys. Even though you can barely see me here. Like I said, the lighting here is bad. And if I was to turn that on, the lighting is still bad, because you can clearly see. But sometimes it also feels like I'm grasping at straws, because I'm wanting to keep going on about certain topics and certain things, or certain things that I brought up, but it's like the words are there, but yet it's how I want to bring it out. It it doesn't come out like the way that I want it to. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're missing words or phrases that you would normally say, especially in front of your friends or your family. You would normally say that, but when you go and talk to something else, you want to try and be respectful, especially, but yet truthful and honest. Whether your goal is to really hurt anyone or not, the main thing is that you just want to be real. You don't want to make things up. You don't want to BS anybody. You want to be real. You want to be honest. So if you're feeling down, like I said before, I'm around. So if you're feeling down, or if you want to do a collab, or anything, or to just talk, hit me up on Twitter. If you have an Xbox, hit me up on there. Otherwise, I'll be here. If no one else will listen to you, I'll listen. I'll be that guy who will be there for you. Okay? Peace.